me take you through a journey. Remember, this isn't fantasy, it is real. And some girls in our society have to relive this in their minds every single day. So imagine, you are in your dorm, you just got back from night prep. Then you begin to hear screams from the rooms on the other side. You think it is just a joke, so you continue with what you are doing. A few seconds later, you hear a gunshot. Then your body begins to shake. A few seconds later, your door is broken down and armed men storm in. They shove you out of your rooms. You begin to see your mates, the fear on everyone's face. Some had even fainted. You are then shoved into the back of numerous trucks, and with the click of an engine, you begin to move. You drive for what seems like forever, and as you move, you notice some girls took a leap of faith, and they ran for their lives afterwards. You watch them until they disappear. You wish you could do it too, but you remember this is a matter of life and death. After driving for what seems like forever, you come to a campsite, and you are again shoved off the trucks. Then the tears begin to roll, because now you realize what is happening. You are being and have been abducted. You stay with your captors for what seems like eternity, but you hope that one day you will be saved, that one day you will see your mother's smiling face again. But here we are, 2 years later, and you are still with your captors. Bring back our girls, they say, but you wonder when and if you will ever come back. You see, this is a narrative of a Chibok girl who remains in abduction. As we all know, in early 2014, over 200 schoolgirls were kidnapped from their dorms in a secondary school in northeastern Nigeria, Chibok to be precise. A few of the girls were able to jump off trucks, and another group was rescued, but the rest remain in captivity. And we still say, bring back our girls now and alive. This abduction has taken us multiple steps backwards in our quest to promote girl-child education. As you all know, insecurity was the major issue in this abduction, and there are other issues which hinder girl-child education where we come from. They range from culture, religious misconceptions, finances, and much more. But again, I will be focusing on insecurity because it was a key player in this abduction. Insecurity makes education of the girl child very difficult. It ranges from harassment, rape, abuse, and a lot more. Our girls must feel safe at all times and not be liable to any form of attack or abuse. Our girls must feel secure at all times and never, ever have to think about being the next victim. Now let's talk about culture. We come from a part where our women are more hidden and aren't known to be outgoing. Thus, women are generally kept at home to help with house chores or help with the kids or, be groomed for marriage and other things like that exclusively. We forget that the girls could help with all other things and have an education simultaneously. Therefore, you are not risking her education, and neither are you stopping her from fulfilling her other moral or cultural obligations. The next issue is financial strengths and quality of education. You see, I put these two together because they go hand in hand. The more you pay, the more likely you are to get a better education, which is a problem because more than half of your population is living below minimum wage. So they don't have much, therefore they get very little in return. The last issue I will be talking about is access to equal opportunities. You see, we come from a place where who you know determines the opportunities accessible to you. Again, this is a problem when you don't know anybody. Therefore, the opportunities are very little or a very, slim chance of luck. We must get past a place where who you know determines the opportunities accessible to you and allow every single thing to be merit-based. If you are not up to the task, no matter who you know, you don't get anything. Now I'm sure I have set the picture. We have a lot of problems, don't you think? Don't you think? Instead of focusing on the numerous problems, I would like us to look at possible solutions which will lead us to actualizing the Africa of our dreams. The Africa of my dreams. You see, when asked this question, you think I say free Wi-Fi and free cars and other seemingly wild things. But we are a people of contentment. All we need are the basics to be happy and satisfied. The Africa of my dreams. An Africa in which religion and culture are not a barrier to self or environmental development. An Africa in which the potential of every single girl, no matter her background, no matter her ethnicity, no matter her race, no matter her age, not looking at any other thing except the fact that she is a girl and she has dreams and she's allowed to fulfill her dreams. An Africa in which girls aren't told that they're being too loud, or they should keep quiet, or they're aiming too high. An Africa in which girls are allowed to dream, and not only dream, but are allowed to actualize their dreams in a safe environment. An Africa in which the possibility of abductions are limited. An Africa in which the educational system is girl-child friendly, where our girls feel safe at all times and aren't liable to any attack or don't even have the fear of being a victim. This is the Africa I want. This is the Africa of my dreams. But let this not only be a dream. Let us work hand in hand to achieve this Africa. Thank you.